Hello, my name is Taylor Hart, and I am going to talk to you guys about animal testing, and more specifically, that there are alternatives readily available for us that we can use if we would just speak up and pay attention. I know a majority of the people who are going to watch this either own a cat, a dog, a fish. Some of us own farm animals, pigs, cows. Some people in other countries own monkeys and other sorts of species. There are 8.7 million different animal species on this earth, more being found every day, with further exploration and everything like that. We use animals for companionship. People go and see animals at the zoo. There are certain people who have animals for cultural or spiritual beliefs. There's some cultures that hold certain animals sacred and things like that. Animals feel pain, they feel sadness, and they feel isolation. They may not be able to speak like you and I do, but if you've ever owned an animal or had a relationship with one, you know that they do communicate with us in their own special way. We've all heard the phrases, a dog is a man's best friend. And I know some people will want to say that dogs aren't the only animals that are tested on. And you're right. But that doesn't mean that they all shouldn't have the same equality. Within the last 6 months here in the United States, there was an animal testing facility that released, I can't think of the exact number, hundreds of beagles from an animal testing facility. And they were actually brought to the Midland Humane Society to be rehomed. There are 2 different instances where testing on animals was a waste of time, a waste of money, a waste of resources, and ultimately proved to be not beneficial to anybody. There was a specific medication, I'm not even going to try to pronounce it, that was tested in monkeys to help women with morning sickness. Although it didn't do anything to the monkeys, the women that took this medication, their children ended up with severe birth defects. And then there was another instance. I just want to make sure I'm telling you the right thing. Give me 1 second. My bad. It was by Dr. Albert Sabin, who developed the oral polio vaccine, cited that his work had been delayed by issues because this was also tested in monkeys, and it worked in monkeys and it didn't work in people. I understand that medicine needs advancements. We need things to test drugs on, all that type of stuff. I understand that that is the thing that is necessary. But it has been proven time and time again that animals are not correct anatomical models for people, and things that are safe for animals are not things that are safe for people. Also, hold on. Yeah, many animals have different anatomical and physiological properties that they can survive things that would kill a person. So we're spending money to mutilate these animals. Sometimes they would cut off their ears, they would cut off their tails, and things like that. And the 3 R's were put in place years and years and years ago all over the world. That stands for replacement, refinement, and reduction, which does aim at reducing the amount of animals used in animal testing, but reducing isn't stopping it altogether. I mean, there are things, stem cells that could be tested on. There's a long list of things that could be tested on before testing on animals. There are things that feel. There are things that are known to show love, compassion, so many different things. And we need to speak up for them. And in one of my sources that I use, there's a quote that says, "The question is not can they reason, nor can they talk, but can they suffer?" Just because something can't talk in a way that you and I understand on a regular basis doesn't mean they're not communicating, and doesn't mean that their life should be any less precious to us than anything else in the world. There are other alternatives to animal testing than testing on animals, and we just need to speak up, and we need to want to pursue these other avenues. Thank Thank you.